So there are two types of toe flares, a static version and a moving version, but both of them require you to balance towards that toe. Now, if your skates are slightly too big, this is going to mean you're going to have to go a little bit further towards your toe, and it's going to make it a bit harder. So if you're having trouble, bear that in mind. The static version is where you go up onto your jam plugs. Now, not all jam plugs are created equal.
Hello.
Nope.
Oh.
If you have a more plasticky type of jam plug, it's going to be a lot slippier. Now the ones I've got are actually more like a rubber, so it's more like going up onto a toe stop, so I'm less likely to slip. But it's still a matter of balance, and this is great because it helps you find the too far forward, the tipping point of your skate. I definitely recommend holding on for this one, just to find this tipping point. So you're actually going to spread your weight between the jam plug and the front truck. It's slightly more forward than what you would normally be, and it's quite an uncomfortable position. So if your boots are big, you're going to be really on your toes, so it's not unusual to get a toe cramp doing this one, so just take it easy. And that jam plug being sticky, I can really confidently push down into that jam plug. So just be careful of what you've got. So the idea here is to repeatedly do this so you get used to the feeling of tipping onto the jam plug, because it can be quite scary because you're not quite sure where it is at first. It's one of those ones that requires a lot of balance. So once you let go, make sure you are nice and strong in the upper body. Now to control it, think of rolling down, just like we do with the heel flare. It keeps you connected to the floor. So we're going to keep this same position here, but now we're going to try moving. So this is where it gets slightly more tricky because we have to hold that toe manual position with our toes looking at each other. That part is very, very important. So I'm going to show you a nice little move because, as always, a little bit of momentum really, really helps. So I'm going to show you a move that's going to give you a bit of power into it, but not too much, so you can still control it, but it will help the roll. We're going to start in this backwards T position, and you're going to use this foot to push you backwards. So let's just try that at first. So I'm going to push, just the same as you would a T push, I'm going to push down into these outside wheels to push me away, like that. So that's all we're going to do at first, is just to feel that push. So I'm nice and bent, I'm going to give my knees some room. I'm going to push down into these outside wheels and push myself away. Right, now when we do that, what we're going to do is, as you push yourself away, you're going to bring this foot here. So push away and bring it round. Then you're in the perfect position to bring this foot round and do your toes towards each other manuals. And then I'm going to stop again. So I'm back into this backwards T position. I'm going to do it again on the other foot. Here. So when I'm in that position, what I'm doing is I'm pushing down into the floor and I'm tensing my legs to hold the position really, really solid. Now, when you get a bit more speed on this one, I like to lift this back foot in this position so you don't go too far. If you see my upper body, it's not moving very much at all, and this is going to really help you again because it keeps you nice and solid. Okay, so we have to talk about how you get this second foot up into that position. So what I do is, as I bring that foot back, I try and split my weight 50-50. So then I bring the foot up onto a toe manual, so then the foot's lighter to quickly flick into that position where the two toes are facing each other. Now at this point, my weight is actually pretty central, 50-50 on both of those toes, and I'm pushing down into the floor. So what will happen is the trailing leg will start to skate more forwards and you will just naturally turn forwards. And it's at that point that you then do your little opposite T-stop. So this has been a really quick overview of the two different types of toe flares, and with that really nice drill to practice in there, when you feel confident, there are so many moves you can use these in, and I have actually got a video on the grapevine for when you're ready. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!